So a lot of you will know that I'm a massive Japanese knife lover, and so I'm just going to go through a couple of the differences, what you're looking for, why I think you should choose to buy Japanese knives instead of a Western knife. So I've got two to compare from. This is like your very classic kind of Western knife, Western handle, stainless steel blade. So I'm going to go through these three here and this one as well, and just kind of go what I would use them for and why I find them better and easier to work for in the professional kitchen. So first we'll go with the Petty. So I would normally use this for little prep jobs, so vegetables, smaller, greener vegetables, kind of little prep jobs. They are quite also useful for like meat as well. I find them quite easy. They're very tough, they're very small, they're kind of easy to do little kind of jobs with in the kitchen. And then when I'm at home, I love to use them for kind of prepping fruit and things, because they're really, really easy to use on kind of nice soft fruit vegetable items. And then here we've got the Nikiri. I would always use this one for bigger vegetables. So if I was going to cut kind of this lettuce, I'd use it for that, because I've got all of the width of the blade. Really, really good for cutting onions. And also I do find with people that haven't used Japanese knives so much, the kind of square end is also quite safe, because there's not a spike to kind of cut yourself with. Sounds silly, but I've seen it done before. And they're just really nice for kind of all the really good like claw action cutting. Yeah, this is my like main vegetable prep knife in the kitchen. And then we can go on to the Gyuto, which is kind of the bigger size chef's knife. This is kind of for all of the kitchen jobs. So I would use this for meat, I would use this for fish, I'd use this for all of my vegetables. This is kind of your all-rounder. You can use it for all of the jobs that the other knives do, and kind of more. You've got a much bigger size, so a longer length of knife, which allows you to kind of do bigger jobs in the kitchen. It's very, very powerful, it's strong, so you can cut through kind of more dense, harder vegetables. Yeah, this is definitely kind of one of my favourites. I love to use a bigger knife in the kitchen, and you've got like a really nice grip going for with your claw and loads of length for kind of longer items, like say you wanted to cut a carrot this way. You've got all the length of the knife underneath, so it'll be really, really easy to kind of cut a really nice clean cut all the way down without too much effort. And then finally we've got the Santoku, which is basically a smaller size of our chef's knife. I think for some people they find the bigger size a little bit scary. So this is just basically a smaller blade size of your classic chef's knife. This is really easy for kind of your everyday, like casual cooking. I love to use these at home for kind of just casual meals. They're really, really good at keeping their blade sharp, and that's kind of the thing that I love about Japanese knives. I love how their blades are really, really thin. You'll catch them kind of a lot thinner than your average Western knife, which allows you to get them much sharper for longer. And also we've got this really nice beveling here, which you know, when you're cutting, it's going to stop things sticking to them as much. You know, when you're kind of cutting away and things are piling up off the top and they're falling all over the place, this is going to stop that. I also much prefer these kind of classic Japanese handles to this kind of more square Western style. I find it more comfortable on my hand when I'm doing lots of kind of cutting, and I feel that they fit much nicer and neater inside my hand to kind of make it a much more enjoyable, comfortable experience. And I would say that, you know, if you kind of haven't had any Japanese knives before, these three, you know, or you could replace this one, the size guide, is all you really need in the kitchen. You know, one for all of your kind of big meat and fish jobs. You've got your real strong vegetable knife, and your Petty for all the little smaller jobs that you want to do around the kitchen. And yeah, I just absolutely love these compared to Western blade.